the district and we gifted it to the district. You look good before we go tear it down. We'll probably
Look good.
I'm on my way somewhere else.
Yeah.
Overlanders.
I like the tie.
Yeah.
My wife does that.
Yeah, me too.
That new board's gonna be really nice.
Okay, I'd like to bring the meeting to order and ask that roll be called.
Bastrop.
Here.
Feldman.
Here.
Hall.
Here.
Holzhauser. Here. Tyra.
Here.
Wagenbach.
Here.
With, yeah.
Here. Twice. Two strikes. Two strike rule. Okay, I'd like to ask everyone to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of
Allegiance to the flag of the United States, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Board will now move on to public participation portion of the meeting. Dr. Dearman will begin with the superintendent's report.
First item of business. Mr. Mullins asked me to go back and do the FOIA request from the April board meeting as to this date as we've done in the past, which is fine. So since the April 16th board meeting, we've had 38 FOIA requests. Mr. McKinsey has completed 37 of those, and still remaining. Of the 38, the vast majority will relate to special education and different facets of that. General information, construction updates and timelines. We'll start with the Dunlap Activity Center on the corner. We've had a meeting with them last week. We were told that Hein would be on the ground Monday and moving dirt, leveling ground, doing that work parking lot in the new structure. They got held up, talked to them again today. Were they? They will be here tomorrow. So that will be progressing, should be, as I was told today, starting tomorrow. That's really the only update on that. Nothing else has really changed. And then while we wait, we met yesterday, myself, Mr. McKenzie, Dr. Adrian, Dr. Andrews, Mrs. Cazalet. I think that was all from our side. We have all the players there with Ratio, BJ Hare, Moore and Kerr, all the key players discussing while we're late. They put out some surveys to stakeholders like our food service people, our maintenance people, some of our teaching staff, some of our administration to gather data so they're preparing concepts, conceptual design. They've got a little bit more work to do. I asked, when are we going to have that community engagement piece? Because that was a big part of what we were looking to do. And they said they will probably be coming within the next 6 weeks. So they will be starting that. But they need to gather some more data, more information to finalize conceptual designs. When they have those meetings, they have something to work on. Dr. Andrews, am I missing anything on that? I think that's pretty much the gist of the meeting. From that, I'm setting up virtual meetings for them to gather more information from some of the key stakeholders, and Miranda will be sending those out in the next few days. So I'll keep you posted. Let's see, admin retreat is scheduled for July 29th. That's the retreat that we do every year. As a team, we develop our goals for the year. Usually, not usually, always, we set at least one district level goal that I determined for all the admins. For this year, that's going to revolve around AI. Probably looking at some type of guidebook or something along those lines, but obviously it's a very hot topic and very influential in the world of education. So we need to get on top of that. So that will be our goal, and we've already got some things in place. Thanks to Ms. Ellis and some of the research she's done as a superintendent intern for this morning. Opening day for staff is the 11th, and the first day for students is the 13th. The last item I have, in speaking with Ratio, the architects, they obviously want to get paid for the work that they do, as do others. We have no funding mechanism right now to pay while we wait because we have to reissue bonds. I've been holding on to that because of the fact that I need to know how much or have a good idea of what it's going to cost. So in speaking with the key stakeholders yesterday, they were guessing, DJ here was there, they said for the building, you're looking about the square footage, that we're looking at about 36 million or so, 36 and a half. And then with fees, FF&E, which is to equipment, you're gonna need desks, you're gonna need kitchen equipment, you're gonna need all the things for the building, another potential $1.5 million or so. So you're looking at about all-in price, roughly $38 million. I talked to Bernardi Securities. I've said this before. I would like to issue them for $40 million. That would give us $2 extra million if we were to run over. And then if we don't, we also, the way I will word the bonding issue, as far as the resolution, we will be able to use those funds on other district property improvements, AKA summer projects, where we spend about $1 million to $1.5 million every year. We can supplant that with some of these funds. You know, we've had conversations about our fund balances and different things we can do to sustain those longer. This is a way to do that with no tax increase to the taxpayer. We can ask for more. There is no penalty with that. So if we went to 42, but we only needed 40, or we only needed 38, you can issue for less. You can't issue for more. The problem is you do have to pay interest on whatever the difference is of what you need versus what you set initially. Interest rates right now are about 4%. So according to Bernardi, if we were to do 40 million and we only wanted to do 38 at the time, we would have to pay that interest on that $2 million, but we would be investing in it at the same time as well. So for those few months, it would be minimal hours, pretty much be a wash. So I'm not asking the board to do anything. I am going to bring it to the board next month at 40 million to get that bond issue rolling so we can get some funds to start paying these people because they're going to pay. And it is a 4-month process. We have to do different steps legally to get that done. We reissue the bonds. Questions you have for me? That's all I have. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Doctor. At this time, we'll move on to public comments. Is there anyone who wishes to address the board? If so, please raise your hand. Seeing none.
No, you have one. Oh, you're joking, sorry.
So, if you might, Coach Hoagland, I need to read you something. Before addressing the board, I would like to remind you of our process per board policy 2:230. We ask that when addressing the board, please identify yourself and be brief. Comments shall be limited to 5 minutes. The speaker is asked to please conduct oneself with respect and civility towards others. Individuals less than 18 years of age are permitted to address the board if accompanied by his or her parent or guardian. The board typically does not engage in two-way conversations during the public portion of the meeting. Any follow-up response will be addressed by the administration at a later date. Be respectful of others and protect confidentiality. Complaints against individual students, staff members, or board members, either named or unnamed, shall not be orally presented to the Board of Education. Such complaints should be in writing, signed by the person or persons making the charges, and delivered to the Board of Education Secretary. Please state your name and the topic that you'll be addressing.
Hi, I'm Mark Hoagland. I'm representing the Dunlap Touchdown Club this evening. And I just want to address the scoreboard that we plan on hopefully continuing and replacing. About 10 years ago, the Dunlap Touchdown Club was created. We purchased a scoreboard, donated it to the district with the caveat that we could keep the advertising funds from the scoreboard and that the district pays for any maintenance and upkeep. Unfortunately, the scoreboard has outlived its capabilities, and we're unfortunately in a place now where we will have to replace it. We already took care of getting quotes, and we took care of the new purchase of the new scoreboard. So the Dunlap Touchdown Club is not here to ask for any money. It's more of, we want to let the district know and the board know that there's going to be some construction out there. There's going to be a new scoreboard going up, new technologies put in place. The computer, which is a big problem, there's a computer up in the press box due to conditioned space. That has pretty much shortened the life of that whole system. Moving that, the only thing now with new technologies, you get a laptop through each and every day, so there won't be any more issues with unconditioned space. I'm sure some of the people that work in the press box, well, they have air conditioning and heat in there. That's probably not something the question that we take care of. They can do something with that. Just kidding, guys. But we are putting a large scoreboard up. It's similar to the one Pekin High School just put up. Yeah, is there any questions in regards to this? Like I said, I just wanted to stop in and at least respect the fact that we should inform the board and the district that we're replacing the scoreboard.
I had asked Mark to come and give the board an update. This is something that the Touchdown Club's been working on for the last few months. Once I was elected, I stepped down off the board of the Touchdown Club, and this process had already started. This will be a huge upgrade out there. It's a very large video board. It'll be great, and the Touchdown Club is picking up the entire expense, which is around $200,000.
Good?
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
This concludes, seeing no one else, this concludes the public participation portion of the meeting. The board will now move on to the information discussion items. School activity account reports are included in the board packet. Are there any questions? Information regarding the Press Plus issue 118 board policy updates have been included in the board packet. Are there any questions? This concludes the information discussion items segment of the meeting. The board will now move on to the consent agenda. Are there any questions or discussions regarding items on the consent agenda? Could I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I'll move to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Okay, thank you, Andrew.
I'll second.
Second, Tim. Thank you. Is there any discussion? Roll call vote.
Feldman,
Aye.
Paul,
Aye.
Holzhauser, Tyra,
Aye.
Wagenbach,
Aye.
Yem, Bowser.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. The board will now move on to the action items. The bill list, treasurer's report, district investment report, and bank statements are included in the board packet. Could I have a motion to approve payment of the bills?
I move to approve payment of the bills in the amount of $6,367,831.12 as presented.
Teresa, is there a second?
Second.
Second, Nick, thank you. Any discussion? Roll call vote.
Paul,
Aye.
Holzhauser,
Aye.
Tyra,
Aye.
Wagenbach,
Aye.
Yem,
Aye.
Bowser,
Aye.
Feldman.
Aye. Motion carried. Information regarding the 2026-2029 DEA contract has been included in the board packet. Can I have a motion to approve the contract?
I'll move to approve the contract.
Who is that?
Mick.
Mick. Mick, thank you. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Yusef, second. Thank you. Is there any discussion?
I'd just like to say thanks to the DEA for your time, dedication to the district. Teresa and I were part of this. Tommy stepped in a little bit. Obviously, Dr. German's and some of the admin helped as well. So I'm happy with the result. I think it's, our teachers are the backbone of our district and why we're so successful. So hopefully this is going to keep them, at the top in terms of compensation in the area, which is good for talent, attraction, and retention. So just want to say thank you.
Any other discussion? Comments? I'll just comment that I was only at one meeting. I didn't have anything to do with the heavy lifting, and one meeting was more than enough for me. So thank you to Andrew and Teresa representing the board. Roll call vote.
Tyra,
Aye.
Wagner,
Aye.
Yen,
Aye.
Bowschron,
Aye.
Feldman,
Aye.
Hall,
Aye.
Holtzapfel.
Aye.
Information regarding the administrator raises has been included in the board packet. Dr. Dearman will present information regarding the recommendation for administrative raises.
There was some information included in the packet that I will not take credit for. That was the work of the superintendent intern, Mrs. Ellis. So thank you, Mrs. Ellis. I won't insult your intelligence. You can read through that yourself. But basically what it boils down to is the recommendation that I am presenting to you does not include those that are on retirement track. This is for everyone but those people. And I think with some of the historical lower raises or freezes that have occurred, we have fallen behind. If you look at some of our daily rates, especially with our assistant principals, a perfect example is Cheryl Wooden. To take the assistant principal position at Hickory Grove, she had to take a pay cut in order to do that. We need to do something to bolster those salaries and make them more competitive and more attractive. We are feeling the pinch of lack of applicants for positions just like everyone else, and I think this would position the district in such a way that would be more attractive. This is not uncommon to have our raises tied to that of the teachers union. You saw the data that she had provided with the IPA. I provided some local data as well. The vast majority do that. So it would not be unique. Matter of fact, it would be in line with what the majority do. So my presentation or recommendation is to tie it to the teacher contract percentages, which are 5.02 roughly, 4.83, and 4.59 over the course of the next 3 years. And then also the time associated with that, since we didn't renew them, since we're waiting until the DEA contract.
Okay, can I get a motion to approve those raises with Dr. Dearman's explanation?
So that's just backing up 6 months or something back to when did they expire? You mean the time, what was the time?
They expired June 30th, just a month,
So we're just backing up a month or whatever.
Yeah.
2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah, a couple weeks, actually. Good point.
I'll move to approve the raises.
Okay, Youssef, can I get a second?
I'll second.
Andrew, is there any other discussion? Roll call vote.
Tyra,
Aye.
Wagner,
Aye.
Yen,
Aye.
Bowschron,
Aye.
Feldman,
Aye.
Hall,
Aye.
Holtzapfel.
Aye.
Okay, motion carried. This concludes the action item portion of the meeting. Could I have a motion to adjourn to closed session? No one got hold of me ahead of the meeting, so is there anything people want to talk about here, or is someone going to make a motion?
I'll make the motion, but what are we going in there for? You got something, did you?
I do not have anything anymore.
So we didn't have to go in there, huh? Move we adjourn.
Anybody have?
We don't have to go into that. We don't have to go into it if you don't have any reason to.
No, they didn't prep me for this instance, occasion.
It rarely happens.
Okay, so, hearing no motion to adjourn to closed session, we will jump into the approval of human resource Human Resources consent agenda. Do I have a motion to approve the Human Resources consent agenda?
I move to approve the Human Resources consent agenda as presented.
Teresa, is there a second?
A second.
I heard Nick first. Nick? But you're all getting out early, so. Any discussion? Roll call vote.
Wagenhoff,
Aye.
Ham, Bowstrom, Feldman,
Aye.
Hall,
Aye.
Olcauser,
Aye.
Tyra.
Aye.
Okay, is there a motion to adjourn?
So there was, I moved to adjourn.
Tim made the motion.
Tim, second?
Second.
Thank you, Andrew. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. The time is 6:21.
The touches on.
So,